Start. Good morning, students of class 11. Now in accountancy, we would like to discuss about the difference between statement of affairs and balance sheet. Both statement of affairs and balance sheet show the assets and liability of a business entity on a particular date. However, there are some fundamental difference between the two. A statement of affairs is prepared from incomplete record where most of the assets are recorded on the basis of estimates as prepared to a balance sheet, which is prepared from records maintained on double entry bookkeeping, and all assets and liabilities can be verified from the ledger account. Hence, a balance sheet is more reliable than a statement of affairs. The objective of preparing a statement of affairs is to ascertain the amount of capital account as on that date, whereas a balance sheet is prepared to know the financial position of the business at a particular date. In statement of affairs, an item of assets or liabilities may get omitted, and this omission may remain unknown because the effect of this omission gets adjusted in the capital account balance, and the total of both sides of statement match. However, in case balance sheet, the possibility of omission of any item is removed because of an omission. The balance sheet will not agree, and the accountant will trace the missing item from accounting records. These differences have been shown in the tabular form as under. On the basis of difference, we can differentiate statement of affairs and balance sheet on the basis of following points. First of all, on the basis of reliability. Statement of affairs is less reliable as it is prepared from incomplete record. However, balance sheet is more reliable as because it is prepared from double entry records. Second, points of difference on the basis of objective. The objective of preparing statement of affairs is to estimate the balance in capital account on a particular date. However, the objective of preparing balance sheet is to be shown the true financial position of an entity on a particular date. Third point of difference is omission. Omission of assets or liabilities cannot be discovered easily in the statement of affairs. Omission of assets or liabilities cannot be discovered easily in statement of affairs. However, omission of assets and liabilities can be discovered easily and can be traced from the accounting records of balance sheet. Now, how we will prepare trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet from incomplete record of account. To prepare proper trading and profit and loss account and the balance sheet, one needs complete information regarding expenses, incomes, assets and liabilities. In case of incomplete records, detail of some item like creditors, cash purchase, debtors, cash sales, other cash payment and such receipts are easily available. But there are a number of items the detail of which have to be ascertained in indirect manner by using the logic of double entry. The most common item that are missing and have to be worked out as under. First, opening capital. Opening capital is ascertained by preparing opening statement of affairs. Similarly, credit purchase. Credit purchases are ascertained by preparing total creditors account. Similarly, bills payable accepted, bills receivable received, payment to creditors, payment to debtors, any other cash or bank related items. These are ascertained by preparing different account to be converted into double entry. You know that opening capital can be worked out by preparing statement of affairs at the beginning of the year. For other item, we have explained as to how available information can be used to ascertain their missing figures with the help of total debtors and total creditors, total bills receivable and total bills payable account and summary of cash. First of all, how we ascertain credit purchase. The credit purchases figures is not usually available from the incomplete records. It is quite possible that some other information related to creditors may also be missing. Therefore, by preparing the total creditors account, a pro forma of which is given in page number 445 in chapter Account from Incomplete Record. Credit purchases or any other missing figure related to creditors, as the case may be, can be ascertained as balancing figure.